serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Quartzview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers. Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a 4-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Softball here on Classic Hits 97.7, also along OKSports.tv
and our Classic Hits 97.7 Facebook page. Got a great district matchup for you this afternoon as the Mangum Tigers get ready to take on the Apache Lady Warriors. Both teams playing in the same district. Both teams trying to win that top spot in the district so they can stay at home for the regional playoffs. You lose, you go on the road, probably to a place like Dale, and we all know that we don't want to go to Dale. Nothing against the fine community, but you get the idea. So an early start here this afternoon. No junior high games, and we're just about ready to get underway as Mangum and Apache ready to square off here. Sydney Webb, first pitch on the way. It is downstairs for a ball. The count 1-0 to the leadoff batter, Cody Harbachi. And we're probably saying Cody's name wrong, but we'll do our best as the day progresses. It'll be Harbachi, Palmer, and Cromartie here in inning number one. Swing and a miss, and the count level at 1-1. Apache, one loss inside district play. They were stunned last week by Sayre, so they are a game behind Mangum in the district standings. Of course, the Lady Tigers undefeated. 1-1 pitch, lifted on the right side, and there to make the play, Nicole Rogers for out number one. Good job by Rogers to battle the wind. It is strong here this afternoon, out of the south and out of the east, and blowing from right to left, blowing hard towards that left field corner. So we'll have to see how it affects the ball here. Huh? Oh, it was Hussey, wasn't it? All right. Yeah, that was last year. It's deja vu all over again. So good job by Keely Hussey. Grandma and Grandpa living, working out there in the Panhandle. They're going, come on, Barnes. You're old. You're senile. What's wrong with you? First pitch taken outside for a ball, and the count on Bailey Palmer is 1-0. We'll get the defense for you here in a moment for Mangum. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Maybe got a piece of it, and that'll level the count at 1-1. We told you Sydney Webb on the bump. Nicole Rogers is the catcher here this afternoon. Over at first base, you're going to find Jaden Bowen. And at second base, Keely Hussey already making a play. Swing and a miss late on that fastball. The count now 1-2. Bailey Palmer down to the count. Over at third base for Mangum, you've got Victoria Geralds. Emma Geralds is at shortstop, so they're anchoring the left side of that infield. And out in the outfield, Hadley Shelby is in left. And there is a foul towards the left side, out of play. And it'll say 1-2 on Bailey Palmer. York and Laughlin in the outfield from center to right. So now you are set defensively for the Mangum Lady Tigers. One out, nobody on here in inning number one, as the two teams battle for the district lead. And good job of fouling off pretty good pitch there. Bailey Palmer still 1-2 on the left-handed batter. Of course, later this week, Mangum will be traveling to Hobart. We'll be there for that bowl game on Thursday evening, as Hobart just a game back in the standings as well. Going outside with a pitch, and a good waste pitch there from Sydney Webb. Couldn't get Palmer to chase, and the count level now at 2-2. In on the corners, Gerald's at third, and Bowen over at first. There's a ground ball at Bowen, knocks it down, picks it up, steps on the bag for out number two. Good job by Jaden to stay with a hard hit ball, 3 unassisted. 2 up, 2 down here in inning number one. Mangum in the middle of a modest, 3-game losing streak now, as they have lost 5 games on the year, but all have been in tournament play. Pitch upstairs here to Cromartie, and it's 1-0 on Cameron. She is the backstop here this afternoon for this group from Apache. 1-0 pitch on the way here in the dirt. Webb overthrew that one, 2-0. Mangum yet to lose inside district play, and I think if I remember correctly, have 63 on the point side, the plus side, in case it comes down to a tiebreaker at some point. There's low and lifted foul and out of play on the right side, 2-1 now on Cromartie. Just on the way here on Classic Hits 97.7. We talk about that game coming up on Thursday over at Hobart. And then football Friday night on Friday the 13th, the Triskaidekaphobia edition of football, as Walters will come to town. Full moon, you're playing the Blue Devils, and it's Friday the 13th. Other than that, Mrs. Rogers, what do you got going on for me? There's a line shot into right field. That'll be a base hit. Good piece of hitting there with 2 outs by Cromartie, and she lashes one into right field. 2-out single. Runner aboard for Apache here in inning number one. And that'll bring to the plate Lauren Blackstar. Blackstar is the second baseman for Apache. Earlier this year, Chad Fox of the Fox Radio Network followed Hobart over to Apache for a bowl game in the summer sun. First pitch all the way here. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Black Star. Chad got plugged in. He was in the direct sunlight, and I guess it got so hot his equipment blew up the scoreboard. He killed everything. 0-1 pitch here, off speed upstairs. That'll level the count at 1-1. Scoreboard was gone. Concession stand died. It was all Chad's fault. Teach him to go over there and cause trouble. 1-1 pitch on the way here. There's a cold strike. There goes the runner. Throw late and in time. Oh, what a throw there by the catcher, Nicole Rogers, and a better job of covering by the shortstop, Emma Gerald. So a 1-2-3 inning on the bang-bang put him out. At second base, caught stealing is Grimaldi, and the inning will come to an end. No runs, no hits, one hit, no errors, and nobody left on board. The caught stealing into the inning there for Apache. It's no score. Mangum coming to bat here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always. Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively.
Keely Hussey leading it off here in the first inning for Mangum. Looks at a strike. That'll level the count at 1-1. Keeley will be followed by Nicole Rogers, Jaden Bowen, Sydney Webb, Victoria Geralds, and Emma Geralds, numbers 1 through 6 in the lineup. Swing and a miss late on that. Fastball is Hussey, and the count now 1-2 on Keeley. Michaela Augustine, Hadley Shelby, and York, numbers 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup for Mangum. No score, bottom half of inning number 1. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Called strike 3. That was a 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Looked like it was on the inner half, according to Keely Hussey, but it's a called strike. 1 down now for Mangum. Backwards K in the book. And how about the pitching there? And again, we're going to struggle with her name, Harbach. Boy, Harbach looking good. Getting the caught looking there on Keely Hussey. So here's Nicole Rogers. Rogers, a little bit inside for a ball. Count 1-0. Looked to be in the same spot that the cold third strike was given there to Hussey. 1-0 pitch on the way here. Little ground ball towards second. Fielded, thrown, and in time they'll get Rogers by a step. A good job that time of Palmer just simply staying in front of the softball, going down and getting it. Not rushing the play for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for Mangum in their half of inning number 1. That'll bring Jaden Bowen to the plate. Jaden been hitting the ball well and hitting with some power. And again, that wind blowing towards the left field corner. Not seen any home runs in the ball games we've done this far this year, but may change here tonight. Bowen looks at one upstairs for a ball. The count 1-0 on Jaden. It was kind of a comfortable day until about 2 o'clock, and then the heat just came and smacked everybody upside the head. Ball 2 here, 2-0 on Bowen. That was about noon and really kind of comfortable. So pitch on the way here. Bowen late on that one, fouling out of play on the right side. And the count now 2-1 on Jaden. Just on the way here on Classic Hits 97.7. An early start time. We were told earlier today, going to get underway at 5, and it was closer to 4:50. 2-1 pitch on the way here. High outside for a ball, 3-1. Good eye there by Bowen. So Jaden has run it to a hitter's count. Let's see what she can do here. Yes, the allergies are bothering us. Got hit by a pitch. So Bowen will make it down to first base the hard way. And Mangum has their first base runner of the afternoon. That'll bring Sid the Kid to the plate. Webb an opportunity to help her out her own cause here. Sydney batting with 2 gone here in the first. And a runner aboard. And Sydney calling for time and getting it. Keep on playing those mind games here and do what you can to disrupt the timing of the pitcher. Webb looks at one upstairs for a ball. The count 1-0 on Sydney. Victoria Gerald's waiting in the on-deck circle. 1-0 pitch on the way. Webb looks at a strike and the count 1-1. Boy, if you're going to jump on a pitch, that would have been it right there. I think Sydney take it all the way, but that was one that was sitting out there waiting to be whacked. So the count level at 1-1. Runner at first base, 2 gone. That's Bowen, who does run well. 1-1 pitch. Back to the screen. Jaden will take second base on the wild pitch. So Bowen in scoring position now with 2 gone. And that was the case, the pitcher just holding on to the softball too long. Hit the screen and looked like maybe it was going to come back to the catcher, Grimaldi, but it bounced off one of the poles. Swing and a miss. Webb late on that fastball. And that'll level the count at 2-2. So Sydney now needing to put the ball in play somewhere. Try to get that run home from second base with 2 gone. Downstairs at the feet of Webb, and the count full and 3-2. Harbach, when she is on, she's almost unhittable, but when she is out of the zone, she misses rather wildly and missed there for ball 4. Thought she had strike 3, but it's runners at first and second now for Mangum, and 2 gone, and here comes Gerald's. We'll get a courtesy runner here, and we're going to have a conversation as well out there in the circle with 2 gone here in the first, and everybody realizing what an important bowl game this is. Don't forget now, an important event coming up tomorrow in Mangum. It's the 14th annual Tiger Bash. Gets underway at 5 o'clock in downtown Mangum, and plenty of activities and fun and jocularity will take place. There's a pie auction and smash in the face event that's going to happen. There's also going to be a car bash that will take place. All the money raised goes to the athletic programs, the band as well. And so we hope that you'll get out and be a part of that tomorrow. Lasts until about probably 9:30 or so tomorrow night, because that car bash getting underway at 9. So you got to beat up the car for a while. Gerald's asking for time. She'll get it. That is Victoria. Emma in the on-deck circle. Courtesy runner over at first. Runner at second base. Pitch out of the zone here. And Victoria ahead in the count. 1-0. Pan the camera to the left. Okay. Swing and a miss. Gerald's late on that one. And the count level at 1-1. Mangum trying to scratch out a run here in inning number 1. It's the Lady Warriors of Apache. 1-1 pitch. There's a line shot right at the second baseman. Well played there by Grimaldi, and the inning will come to an end. Mangum comes up with a couple of base runners. No runs. There was a hit batter, a walk. 2 runners left on board. No errors. We've played 1, and there is no score. Mangum and Apache here on Classic Hits 97.7.
choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there. Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2012 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive with 102,000 miles and fully equipped. It's white with ebony cloth for only $79.50. Or this 2010 GMC Terrain, locally owned, 113,000 miles, rear DVD, leather, only $88.50. And this 2012 loaded Audi QS for $11,950. See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum.
Welcome back to Mangum as we go to the top half of inning number 2. There is no score. Mangum and Apache in a big-time district matchup. The first pitch on the way here, off-speed, cold strike. And a good pitch there by Sydney Webb. Lauren Blackstar was at the plate when her teammate got thrown out at second base trying to steal. That ended the inning. This one's off the fist, foul, and it's 0-2 on Blackstar. She'll be followed by Keegan McCrae, and then Kinsey Coldwell. Play here in inning number 2. A couple of ball games being played over there at Hobart. They're celebrating senior night tonight, even though they will play Mangum coming up on Thursday, and we'll have that one for you. Count now 1-2 on Blackstar. Blackstar. Whew. Pretty brave there taking that pitch. That looked pretty good. 1-2 offering here, and did a good job of fighting that one foul. And the scout will say 1-2. These kids, it is amazing. Sometimes the ice water that they have in their veins. I'm up there hacking at anything that is even in the zip code. Of course, that's why I'm up here broadcasting, right? 1-2 offering. A little bit low for ball 2. 2-2 now on Blackstar. Bailey trying to get things going for her club here in inning number 2. Sid gets the sign from Rogers, and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Off speed, rolled foul. And pretty good job there by Blackstar to hang back on that one. She was way out in front, but was able to keep the hands in, even though she let go of the shoulders and the hips and everything else. She kept the hands back and able to whack it foul on the left side. So the count will stay 2-2. It's a good piece of hitting there. So Webb goes to work. 2-2 offering on the way here. Lifted over the infield and into shallow right center field. That'll be the first base hit of the ball game for Blackstar. She's aboard with nobody gone. So Blackstar simply staying with it and lifted that one into right field for a base hit. That'll bring Keegan McCrae to the plate. I think after we saw that throw out by Nicole Rogers in inning number 1, Apache may be a little hesitant to run on Rogers. It was a perfect strike to retire the batter. It was a cold strike. And showing bunt, pulling it back was Coldwell, but it's still a strike. 0-1 on Kinsey. 1 on, nobody out here in inning number 2. Count goes to 1-1 downstairs now to Kinsey Coldwell. Well, it is one of those evenings where there's not a lot of folks here. I don't know if the early start had something to do with that, or sparsely populated. Little looping line drive caught by Gerald's at short. She'll throw back to first. Ball in the dirt and gets away from Bowen, and safe at first base will be the base runner. So a good job over there by Gerald's to make the play. Emma picking up the line drive before it hit the dirt, but then her throw was low, and she hurried it just a bit over to first base trying to get Blackstar. So one gone now for Kinsey Coldwell. Pitch in the dirt, and boy, I tell you what, there you see how important that throw over to first base was if you could have gotten the double play. So the count on Coldwell is 1-0. She hits with a runner at second base and only one gone after I guess we'll have to call that a wild pitch. Black Star at second base. Inside for ball 2, 2-0. Somebody said something about that pitch. One of the bench jockeys. And again, not a lot of folks here, so if there's chatter that occurs, we're going to have a pretty good opportunity to listen in. 2-0 pitch out of the zone, gets by Rogers and goes to the fence, and now over at third base with just one gone is Black Star. And again, she could have been retired on a double play ball over there at first base. Instead, with one gone, she's at third. And an opportunity here for Coldwell to get a run home. Count 3-0 on Kinsey. Wide open stance. Now she'll close things off and takes a strike, and it's 3-1. Again, the bench jockeys not happy. Three-one pitch on the way here. Ball 4, runners at the corners. So a leadoff single by Black Star, a line out by McCrae, and now Coldwell with the walk. I'll put runners at first and third, one gone. Here's Lily Edwards, the shortstop. See what they decide to do here. See if they send Coldwell from first. There's the pitch, cold strike, and it's 0-1. Coldwell acted like maybe she had designs on taking the bag, but stayed put. Then you wonder if Mangum throws through and tries to get her at second base. Good chess match going on right now. 0-1 pitch on the way, outside for a ball. And the count level at 1-1 on Lily Edwards. So Apache making noise in the first inning, but kind of ran themselves out of the inning. Runners at first and third here. This one's fouled back to the screen. 1-2. Good pitch there by Webb. And Sydney got it in on the hands of Edwards, and all she could do is foul that one off. Now Webb has things her way. Heading the count 1-2. She would love a strikeout right about now. 1-2 pitch on the way. A little bit outside for a ball. The count leveled at 2-2. Playing the top half of inning number 2. 2-2 offering on the way here. Rolled foul down the first base line. I'll tell you what, that was 6 inches away from disaster for Mangum. So it'll stay at 2-2 on the batter with runners at first and third and one gone here in the second. Trying to pitch her way out of a jam. Sydney Webb, 2-2 offering on the way. Upstairs for ball 3, 3-2. So we'll see if they send the runner here. Just one gone. Webb needing a strikeout in the worst kind of way. Payoff pitch on the way. That one is lifted into shallow right field and going to fall in for a base hit. One run will score. They'll force Caldwell at second base. But scoring from third base will be Black Star. And instead of being a single, that actually becomes a fielder's choice for Lily Edwards. As Caldwell is forced at second base 9-6. You don't see that very often. Ball dropping in front of the right fielder for Mangum is coming on hard, but unable to get there to make the play was Jade Laughlin. Laughlin then on the one hop, but may have had a play at the plate because Black Star was late in getting away from first base, or from third base rather, but no play, and so the run will score. Pitch high and underneath the chin of Abby Vale, and the count on Vale now 2-0. Runner at first, 2 gone here in the second, and Apache with the first run of the ball game. They lead 1-0. There's a cold strike, and the count level, or rather 2-1 now on Vale. Swing and a miss. Runner takes second base on the play. So Lily Edwards is there with 2 gone. And 2 strikes and 2 balls on Abby Vale. Oh, Sid the Kid needs to close the door right here. 2 off the fist, and that one will spin foul. It'll stay 2-2. For years, I did Little League umpiring down there at the Altus Complex and would work with young people, including my daughter, and would tell them that wait until the ball is touched or dies in foul territory before you call a foul ball. If you didn't see the highlight last week from the St. Louis Cardinals Major League Baseball game, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you did see that highlight, you know exactly why I preach that. Pitch upstairs to Vale is out of the zone. It's 3-2 now on Abby. And at some point, I'm going to call her Vicky Vale. I know it. Here's the payoff pitch. Outside for ball 4. Runners at first and second. The inning continues for Apache. That'll be the second walk of the inning. Surrendered by Mangum. So here's Brennan Price. Price, the 9th place hitter in the lineup for Apache. They lead 1-0 in the second. Price will look at a ball, and boy, popping out of the dugout immediately is Richard Carney. I mean, there was no delay, no hesitation. That ball was called a ball, and he was out in a heartbeat. 1-0, Apache on top. We're in the second. Classic Hits 97.7.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Well, Richard finished his conversation and goes back to the dugout, and here comes Sydney Webb and Nicole Rogers trying to get out of the inning. Mangum trailing 1-0. Runners at first and second, 2 gone, and we play in the second. The count on the extra player Price is now 2-0, as that one is high and out of the zone. Cody Herbachi in the on-deck circle. The pitcher and the leadoff hitter would love a chance to bat with the bases loaded and help herself out here in inning number 2. Sydney Webb just unable to find a home plate right now. High and out of the zone on a regular basis. So the count 3-1 on the 9th place hitter. 3-1 pitch. There's a cold strike. And it is now 3-1. Clairvoyant on my part, predicting that strike there. So the count 3-1. Here's Webb's pitch, fouled back to the screen, and it's 3-2. So Webb trying to come back after being down 3-0 and get the 9th place hitter here. Runners at first and second. They will be off with the pitch. Get an extra step here with 2 going in the second. Apache on top 1-0. Payoff pitch on the way here. Called strike 3, and now is a dandy piece of pitching there by Sydney Webb as she comes back and gets the strikeout to end the inning. But not before Apache scores first. They come up with 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2 walks and a couple of runners left on board. At the end of an inning and a half, it's Apache 1, Mangum nothing. More Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1-bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s and the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Emma Gerald's due up here for Mangum in their half of inning number 2. They now trail 1-0. It'll be Emma, followed by Michaela Augustine, Hadley Shelby, and if anybody gets on board, Lauren York will bat here in inning number 2. So a good job of cobbling together a run there in the top of the inning by Apache, taking advantage of a situation where it looked like Mangum was going to come up with a double play, and instead a low throw to first base. They did get one out, but instead of two, they just got the one, and that runner came around to score. 1-0 pitch on the way here to Emma, downstairs for a ball, and she's ahead in the count, 2-0. 2-0 pitch on the way to Gerald's, and Emma thought it hit her in the foot, but just missed, and the count now 3-0 on Emma Gerald's. So the bottom part of the lineup getting it done for Apache, and now bottom part trying to get it done for Mangum as well, as coaxing the walks is Emma Gerald. So Gerald's aboard with nobody out, and Michaela Augustine now will step in. So an opportunity here for Mangum. See what Augustine does. Michaela handles the bat well, shows bunt, takes a ball. They'll throw down behind the runner. Getting back very easily and safely will be Emma Gerald's. Count 1-0 on Augustine. Both kiddos on the circle having a hard time finding home plate now all of a sudden. 1-0 pitch on the way to Augustine. She'll bunt it, foul. Count level at 1-1 on Michaela. I'll tell you what, first baseman Kinsey Caldwell shaking hands with Augustine as she bunts that ball. Cat-like reflexes, you better have them, otherwise you may get tattooed upside the head. So the count level on Augustine at 1-1, runner at first. Here's the pitch out of the zone. 2-1 now on the extra player for Mangum. So ahead in the count, Mangum. There's a cold strike, and that'll level things at 2-2. So now Augustine will have to protect 2-2. Try to put something in play here, get that runner over to second base. 2-2 pitch on the way. Had an ocean laid off the high heat, and it's 3-2. So now if you're Richard Carney, do you send the runner? Over there at first base, Emma Gerald's, who runs well. Nobody out here in the second. Mangum down by 1. Payoff pitch on the way to Augustine. Ball 4. And runners at first and second as the ball got away from the catcher, but not far enough away to allow Gerald's to think about third base. So back-to-back walks here in the second inning by the pitcher. And we're going to get another conversation. This time it will be Apache's turn to talk about it. We play in the second, 1-0. They're on top over Mangum. Classic Hits, 97.7.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, go Tigers.
All right, here we go now. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. We're in inning number 2. Apache on top by a score of 1-0, and Hadley Shelby an opportunity here. The left fielder for the Lady Tigers. Shelby shows bunt, bunts through it. Ball gets away from the catcher, but again, no opportunity to advance. The runner at second, Emma Gerald's. Michaela Augustine over at first base. Count 1-0 on Hadley. Swinging away, late on that one. It's 0-2 on Hadley. Shelby going to have to find a way to put this one in play. Boy, she got a lot of room out there in right center field. if she could roll the ball that way. A right fielder shading the line. Shelby looks at strike three. They'll throw down, and a close play at second base, but diving in safely, Emma Geralds. It was a great throw down there by Grimaldi, the catcher. And just a heads-up play by Geralds to get back. Second strikeout of the ball game now. For the pitcher for Apache. One gone. Late bunt attempt here by Lauren York, and the count 0-1 on Lauren. Richard not happy with that attempt there. So the count 0-1 on the right fielder. Oh, 1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. There goes the runner. The ball hits off the batter's head and goes into left center field. Run will score. How about that? Well, you'll take him any way you can. As off with the pitch, it was a strike. 0-2 now on Lauren York, but off with the pitch was Gerald's. She stole third base, and the ball hit off the head and helmet of Lauren York and went into left center field. It allowed the runner to score from third base in Gerald's, and we're tied at 1. Boy, talk about scratching out a run there. Wow. Pitch upstairs, 1-2 on York. That will go as an error on the catcher. And kind of unfortunate there, but it is a throwing error on her. 1-2 now on York. Runner at third base, tied at 1. York looks at one upstairs for a ball, and the count 2-2. Wow. Now sometimes you're living right, and that time Mangum was. They were not going to get Gerald's at third base. She had the base stolen. Pitch downstairs, picked nicely by Grimaldi, and that'll run the count full now, 3-2 on York. But Gerald's had the base stolen, and then when the throw, doink, hit off the helmet of York and went into left center field, she scored easily. There's ball 4, runners at first and third. Wow. Great job there by York. Fell behind in the count 0-2 and then coaxed a walk. 1 gone now, runners at first and third. Mangum with 3 base runners in the inning, and all have been via walks. They have drawn 4 walks and had 1 hit batter. Back to the top of the order we go, and Keely Hussey. Hussey struck out looking her first time around. She's 0 for 1. Keely took a cold strike. She thought it was over the inner half of the plate, not on the plate actually. Pitch to Hussey, thought about bunting, takes it for a ball, and the count 1-0. Well, you can get the idea just how important this ball game is. Caldwell again in over at first, Black Star at third. Swing and a miss here by Hussey, and the count on Keely 1-1. Tied at 1 in the second. Huge district ramifications with this one. 1-1 offering. Lifted on the right side. Abby Vale battling the wind. Makes the catch. The runner will tag. Here comes the throw. It's cut off and fired to first in time, or home in time to get the runner at third base, or at home plate. I'm sorry. Michaela Augustine. So Augustine retired at home plate, and the back end of a double play that goes 9-3-2. Mangum will tie the ball game, but again, they have the lead run cut down at home plate. So we played 2. Mangum comes up with 1 run on no hits. There were 3 walks and a hit batter. At the end of 2, we're tied at 1. Classic Hits 97.7.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
All right, here we go. Top half of inning number 3, tied at 1, Mangum and Apache. We've had some unusual plays here. This one's popped up behind home plate. Nicole Rogers cannot find it. It'll go foul. Rogers had no idea where the softball was. Her teammates were yelling at her. It's kind of like a Little League ball player. When every parent, grandparent, coach, and everybody else is yelling at the kid to do something. They're like, who should I listen to? So the foul ball makes it 0-1 on Apache. Pitch upstairs for a ball. The count now 1-1. Cody, opportunity to help herself here. First time around, popped out to second base. She is 0-1. 1-1 pitch on the way from Webb. Off speed, stays upstairs. And the count 2-1 now on Apache. Neither team has blistered this softball here this afternoon, but got a couple of runs on the board in rather unusual fashion. And again, upstairs, Webb, the release point. Sid just having a hard time fighting it right now. 3-1 now. So Webb, who battled back to strike out the last batter she faced in the bottom half of inning number 2, going to have to battle back here. Down 3-1. Swinging, foul tip, and it's 3-2. Good job by Webb. See if Webb can come all the way back here. She just has one strikeout in the ball game, and that was the end, inning number 2. Cody Apache, swing and a miss at ball 4. And good job by Webb to go upstairs and get the batter to chase. It's back-to-back strikeouts now for Webb. One gone for Bailey Palmer. Palmer grounded to Bowen over at first base. Her first time around, she is 0-1. Pretty nice play by Jaden on a rather hard-hit ball. Palmer late on that one, 0-1 on Bailey. Pleasure to have you alongside here on Classic Hits 97.7 and also on our Facebook page. Roll that one underneath the glove of Webb. Flip and in time by a step, and a nice play there by Keely Hussey. How about Hussey making the play, and a good job by Bowen to stay with a throw that was from point-blank range and rifled at her. So Hussey showing that great speed, this time on the defensive side for the second out of the inning. 2 gone. There's a shot into center field, but playing the position well, Lauren York for out number 3. That ball hit hard, but right at York. 3 up, 3 down, nothing doing for Apache in their half of inning number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the frame, tied at 1 on Classic Hits 97.7.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers. Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Numbers 2, 3, and 4 due up here in inning number 3 for Mangum, tied at 1 with Apache. That's Nicole Rogers leading it off, and Rogers looks at one outside for a ball. The count 1-0 on Nicole. Oh, our 1-0 pitch on the way to Nicole. Takes it for a strike, and the count level at 1-1. Again, a reminder for you, coming up on Thursday, we will be at Hobart for another critical district matchup for both ball clubs. Should be a good one. You'll be able to listen to that one all over the place. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Cold strike. Boy, big movement on that pitch. That looked like it was going to be inside all the way, and some late movement there. Apache, that's a good pitch right there. Count 1-2. Can't give up on the pitch on this gal. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, same pitch. At least Rogers took a hack at it there. She's gone for out number 1. That'll bring Jaden Bowen to the plate, and Jaden hit by a pitch her first time around. Went to second on a wild pitch and was stranded there. Play here in the third, tied at 1. First pitch on the way to Bowen, off the end of the bat. Apache will field, flip, and get Bowen by a step for out number 2. That ball had funky spin on it. A good job by Apache to stay with it and make the play for the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down here for Sydney Webb. Webb walked her first time around. Wind beginning to settle just a little bit as it had been howling towards that left field corner. Pitch of the dirt here, and the count on Webb 1-0. Fun football game coming up with Sam Powers and company on Friday night as well over at the Liberty Bowl. 1-0 pitch, called strike, and it's 1-1. Walters will be in town. 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll go on the air at 6:45 of the pregame show. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Lifted in the air on the right side, calling for it the second baseman, and a basket catch made by Bailey Palmer for out number 3. So Mangum comes up empty in their half of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on board. We've played 3, and we're tied at 1 here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
Numbers 4, 5, and 6 due up here in inning number 4 for Apache, tied at 1. Black Star looks at an off-speed pitch, called strike, and a level of the count at 1-1. By the way, speaking of my dear friend Pam Simmons, I understand that she and Jill Nippert are working out this afternoon, doing their best Olivia Newton-John impersonation. 1-1 pitch on the way here, high and out of the zone, 2-1. Pam, of course, as we heard, Castle Insurance, proud sponsor of Mangum Sports, and Jill works with us at the Department of Human Services and does a good job of keeping folks like Ronnie Webb and James Flair in line. Pitch high and out of the zone, 3-1 now on Black Star. Black Star has scored the only run of the ball game for Apache. She singled in the second, got a wild pitch to second, and then came around to score on a bloop single into right field. Takes a cold strike here. And that'll level the count at 3-2. So 3-2 here in Inning number 4. Payoff pitch on the way from Webb. Foul back to the screen, stays 3-2. Good pitch by Sidney and a better job by Blackstar to fight that one off. Two teams will play later on this year over at Apache. Mangum would like to have it to where they have already won the district by then. Swing and a miss. A high fastball there. Third strikeout of the ballgame for Sidney Webb. And that'll lead off inning number 4 with the strikeout. Blackstar gone, and here's Keegan McCrae. McCrae hit a line drive right at Gerald's at shortstop, and Emma made the play, then threw to first for the double play, but could not get Blackstar, and Blackstar eventually came around to score. McCrae looks at a pitch downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Keegan, the center fielder for this group from Apache. 1-0 pitch on the way. Ooh, good pitch there. We talked about the movement that Apache had in the previous inning for Apache. That had some rotation on it right there for Sidney Webb. So that'll level the count at 1-1. Upstairs, couldn't get her to chase. And the count 2-1. Webb has gotten a couple of batters, the leadoff hitter, Cody Herbanchi, and Lauren Blackstar a moment ago to chase that high fastball. Nothing doing here for Keegan McCrae. 2-1 offering on the way. Off speed, upstairs for ball 3-1. Now, Sidney Webb has pitched herself out of one jam after another here this afternoon. Down in the count here, 3-1 to McCrae. This one has popped up into shallow center field, giving chase and not getting there in time will be Gerald. So a seeing eye single to center field by Keegan McCrae. I don't know that Emma ever saw that ball real well. She didn't get a real good jump, had a hard time finding it. We've got a high sky right now, and Lauren York was really deep out in center field, no way she was going to get there. So a seeing eye single, Texas leaguer, the duck snort, if you will, for Kinsey Coldwell. Coldwell walked her last time around. There goes the runner. Here's the throw, and in time for the out. Apache fans don't like the call at all. And I try to be as transparent as possible. I'd question that one myself. So McCrae retired 2-6 for the second out of the inning. And that is the second caught stealing of the ballgame for Apache. Count 2-0 now on Kinsey Coldwell. And Richard Carney employing his pitcher. Look, we're getting you out of the inning with the caught stealing. Let's throw strikes. Help yourself here. So 2 gone here in the 4th. We're tied at 1. Count 2-0 on Coldwell. Outside for ball, 3-0. Kinsey walked her first time around and then got forced on a rare 9-6 fielder's choice. A little bloop out in right field that drove in the only run of the ballgame for Apache. Ball 4 downstairs, so the inning stays alive. Boy, I tell you what, that sticks in the craw of Richard Carney getting the caught stealing and then walking the next batter. And then you look at the coach for Apache, and she is still glaring out at the field umpire after that call a moment ago on the caught stealing. Here comes Lily Edwards. Edwards looks outside at a ball, 1-0 on Edwards. Edwards, the RBI in the ball game, as she dumped that ball in right field in front of Jade Laughlin. Laughlin couldn't make the catch, did force the runner at second base, but a run came in on the play. 1-0 offering here, off the fist, and that's over Keely Hussey's head into right center field. Caldwell will go to third, runners at first and third, 2 gone, and again the bottom part of the order getting it done for Apache. Good job by Lily Edwards. Edwards just going with a pitch and serving it into right field. So a 2-out rally here for Apache. Boy, that caught stealing looming even larger in the inning for the Lady Warriors. Abby Vale steps in. Vale takes a strike. And on the pitch, taking second base, Lily Edwards. Catcher's indifference there. We'll give her a stolen base anyhow. 0-1 now on Vale. A walk, her first time around. Takes upstairs for a ball. 1-1 now on Abby Vale. And we talked about all the particulars of Friday the 13th, full moon, and on top of everything else, it's homecoming week at Mangum. Swing and a miss, good pitch there by Webb. She's ahead in the count, 1-2. And I've long told you about how football coaches are not fans of homecoming week. Well, softball coaches aren't either. 1-2 pitch, fisted back to the screen. It'll stay 1-2. Anything that is a distraction is not going to make a coach happy. That's why Antonio Brown going to the New England Patriots will not be a distraction, because Coach Bill Belichick is unhappy as it is. 1-2 pitch, outside for a ball. The count level at 2-2. There will be no tweeting. There will be no cut me, give me a different helmet. Oh, I've got cryotherapy burns on the bottom of my feet. 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike three. And the cold strike out on Abby Vale will end the inning. So Apache made noise, but they came up empty. No runs, a couple of hits. There were no errors, and 2 runners left on board. We played 3.5. We're tied at 1. Classic Hits 97.7.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
All right, Victoria and Emma Gerald's due up here in inning number 4. As if on cue, Grandma Gerald's came by a moment ago. She said, listen there, hotshot. This is my last game here, and then I'm going back to Indiana for a while. I will be listening. Behave yourself. Grandma Gerald's, it's been great having you here, kiddo. We wish you a safe trip back to Indiana. Pitch downstairs to Victoria. And it's 1-0 on the third baseman for Mangum. She lined to second her first time around, 0-1. Takes upstairs for a ball, 2-0 on Victoria. It is pretty awesome to think that folks at other locales in southwest Oklahoma get a chance to be a part of our broadcast. 3-0. And we go and put it on radio as well. I mean, how unusual is that nowadays? So Gerald's ahead in the count here, 3-0. Leadoff batter in inning number 4, tied at 1. And ball 4 delivered here. So Mangum yet to get a base hit in the ball game, but we're tied at 1. And I take that back. They do have a base hit, don't they? Or do they? Looking through the book, no, they do not. So hitless, but nonetheless tied at 1. So here's Emma. Victoria at first base, nobody out. And again, Mangum trying to put together one. Look at Caldwell over at first base. Oh my goodness! I mean to tell you. You better have some stones going on as close as Kinsey is. There's a called strike. And it's 0-1 on Emma. I mean, if Gerald hits one off the end of the bat right at you, you're looking into the sun, and you know, she can tell what she had for lunch. There's a throw down behind the runner, gets by into right field, but a good job of backing up the bag by Abby Vale. And the count 1-1. Boy, if Vale is not paying attention in right field, that one rolls to the fence, and Victoria scrambles to her feet and runs for days. 1-1 pitch, high and out of the zone, back to the screen, and on the wild pitch, Victoria Gerald's now in scoring position with nobody out. Well, Mangum has manufactured a run here in the ball game as a ball hit off the batting helmet on a stolen base attempt and went into left field. Swing and a miss here. Healthy cut by Emma in the count 2-2. Gerald's, who drew a walk in the second, stole second, took off for third on a pitch, had the base essentially stolen, foul tip, held on to by the catcher. Oh, what a great piece of defense right there by Grimaldi. So that is a strikeout. Emma Gerald's. One gone. But the throw, as they try to get Gerald's at third base, the throw hit off the helmet of Lauren York and went into left center field. Scoring easily was Gerald's. Cold strike here on Michaela Augustine. Michaela down in the count 0-1. She walked and then got thrown out on a 9-3-2 double play to end inning number 2. Swing and a miss here on the high fastball. In the count 0-2 on Michaela. Oklahoma State Fair getting underway on Thursday in Oklahoma City, and with that, rainfall is expected. And we are hoping. Count 1-2 now on Augustine. Clear out the air, get some of that dust to go away, and also some of that allergy stuff. This one's off the fist, and it will fall in front of the second baseman covering late. Caldwell, did she get there in time? No! And we're going to get an argument again here from the coach. She'll come out and have a conversation. And the field umpire said Caldwell was off the bag, and I don't know that she was. I just think the throw didn't get there in time. I honestly think that Augustine just simply beat it out. That one cued off the end of the bat. And coming on quickly was the second baseman Palmer. Fielded it cleanly, but her throw a little bit late. And safe at first base was Augustine. So runners at first and third now as Victoria Gerald's took third base on the play. Infield single to Augustine. So here's Hadley Shelby now. Shelby 0-for-1, struck out her first time around. Hadley trying to put her club on top here in the bottom half of inning number 4. Runners at first and third. Here's the pitch to Shelby. Off the end of the bat, back to the screen. 0-1 on Hadley. One out here in the 4th. Mangum just trying to again scratch out a run here in the inning. Tied at 1. Pitch inside. There goes the runner. The throw is late, not in time. Stolen base for Mangum. So now 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 gone. The count on Hadley, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Shelby bunts out in front of home plate. Boy, that's a good one. They're not going to have anybody. And the bases are going to be loaded. How about Shelby? That is a beautiful bunt out in front of home plate. Nice job by Grimaldi not to throw it anywhere. There was no way she's going to get Shelby at first base as hard as she runs. And wise base running on the pass by Mangum's Victoria Gerald's over at third. Did not commit. And everybody going to be safe. So here's Lauren York. York walked her first time around and got hit with a ball on a steal attempt that went into left field and allowed Emma Gerald to score the only run of the ball game for Mangum. 1-0 pitch on the way to York. Off the end of the bat, fouled off the catcher's glove. Grimaldi couldn't hold on to it, and the count leveled at 1-1. 1 gone, bases loaded. We play in the bottom half of inning number 4. Mangum and Apache. In a game that has big-time playoff ramifications. One pitch on the way here. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2 on Lauren York. Casey Paxson has come into the house wearing his Oklahoma Sooners shirt. There's a ball in the dirt. Grimaldi does a good job of chasing it down and keeping the runner at third base. Count 2-2 on Lauren York. Sooners, by the way, playing on Saturday night, go out, take on UCLA. This looked like a marquee matchup, but boy, I tell you what, Chip Kelly just not getting it done since he left Oregon. He should have stayed out in Eugene. 2-2 pitch on the way here. This one's lifted high in the air on the right side, and that is a foul ball. And the home plate umpire called foul. Everybody running. And give credit to Chad Hussey down there. He tried to sell that the best he could, but that ball was foul by 6-8 inches easily. And it'll stay 2-2. The bench jockeys in front say that was not foul, but it was. It was a foul ball. 2-2, bases loaded. One gone here in inning number 4. And a pitch. Is called a ball. It looked like it hit York, but the home plate umpire said no, it didn't hit her. So the count full. Wow, 3-2 pitch on the way here. That one's lifted into the gap, right center field. If it gets down, it's going to be a problem, and it does. 1 run will score. Charles will score easily. Here comes the courtesy runner. She'll score standing up. We've got a 3-1 ball game. Mangum on top. How about the ninth place hitter for Mangum getting a 1-out RBI, 2 RBI single into right field. Well, we appreciate that. Eastbound and down in Texarkana. So Lauren York takes second base on the play. Runners at second and third. And only one gone, and a cold strike now to Keely Hussey. Hussey 0 for 2, down to the count. 0-1 here. A couple of RBI for York. There's a cold strike, and the count now 0-2 on Hussey. So Mangum getting their first 2 hits of the ball game. And it has given them the lead, and now getting hit is Hussey. And Richard Carney, we thought it hit Hussey, but instead she looked at cold strike 3. And she tossed her bat down, and that was what Richard was explaining to her. There's a little one hopper to the third baseman. Black Star throw in time to get Nicole Rogers by a step over at first base, but not before Mangum comes up with a couple of runs in the inning. Lady Tigers 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and a couple of runners left on board. We've played 4. Mangum leads at 3-1. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always. Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Son, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, here we go. The top half of inning number 5. Sydney Webb now been staked to a 2-run lead. And the first pitch swung on, lifted high in the air, center field, and there to make the catch, Lauren York for out number 1. As 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th for Mangum. As it was Brenna Price, who is now 0 for 2 in the ballgame. So Price retired on the fly ball to center field. A ground ball towards third. Gerald sets, throws, ball gets away down the right field line. And winding up at second base on the play will be the pitcher. And now the ball gets away again. They'll throw into third. And the Little League continues here. And it's finally winding up at third base is Apache. So Mangum throwing it around the infield. A couple of errors on the play. And Hibachi winds up at third base. So at E5 and E9 on the play. Hibachi, by the way, worth noting, batted it from the left side for the first time here this afternoon. Slapped it down the third base line and now winds up at third base. And you can hear Richard say it's a Little League triple. Bailey Palmer now, left-handed batter, 0 for 2 in the ball game. She is grounded out both times. Looks at a pitch outside for a ball. And the count on Palmer now goes to 2-0. So Mangum picking up a couple of runs in the fourth inning. They now have a runner at third with one gone in the fifth. There's a cold strike. That's a good one by Sid. Count now 2-1. Heart of the order for Apache here in inning number 5. Mangum trying to stay perfect inside district play and hand the Lady Warriors their second district loss. That one's off the fist, back to the screen. And now the count 2-2. On the left-handed hitting, Bailey Palmer. Apache over there at third base with one gone here in the fifth. Pitch downstairs for a ball. The count now full at 3-2. So again, you're messing with the order here. If you put her on board, the little looping fly ball into shallow left field. That'll be a base hit. And now it rolls away from Hadley Shelby. Ball gets free. Good job of staying alert by Nicole Rogers. And that will keep at second base Bailey Palmer, but it's doubled down the left field line for Palmer. Give her an RBI, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Richard going to come out and have a conversation with his kids. Not happy about throwing the ball around, and don't blame him. You get a 3-1 lead, and then you start playing a game of hot potato within softball, and have surrendered one run, and there's a runner in scoring position. Still just one out, and as we mentioned, the heart of the order here for Apache. Cameron Camardi will step in. Camardi singled and flied out. She is 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Runner at second base. Here's Sydney Webb now stepping in. Webb set to go to work. She can't shut down the opposition right now after the conversation. Wow, high pitch. And a good job by Rogers to climb the ladder and go get it. So the count 1-0 now. Pitch inside for a ball. 2-0 on Cromartie. She tried to lean into that one and get hit, but it didn't work out that way. Runner at second base, one gone. 3-2 ball game. Again, well out of the zone. And the count now 3-0. And not only are Dwayne Mills and I being attacked by flies, but now there are wasps that are beginning to infiltrate the area. I'm not going to put up with that. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'll find something and I'm going to swat him into next week. There's a cold strike. And the count now 3-1 on Camardi. Runner at second base. One gone in the fifth. Mangum clinging to a 3-2 lead. 3-1 pitch on the way here. And that one is lifted on the right side. Bowen battling it, drops it. Oh, my. Runner going to go to third base. Here's the throw. Not in time. Runners at second and third, and one gone. So that'll be E3 if you're scoring along at home, or if you're like Keith Oberman and you're by yourself. And that'll put runners at second and third now. And just one out. And Bowen will take a seat. Jade going to be replaced out there. Jade Laughlin now will come in and play. Laughlin. No, it's Bailey Locklear. I'm sorry, yeah. Jade Laughlin is in right field. Bailey Locklear now going to come in and play first base for Mangum. Runners at second and third. Still just one out and a high pitch here to Lauren Blackstar. Blackstar has singled and struck out. She's also scored a run. And I, again, apologize for the allergies, but boy, I tell you what, it's just that time of the year. And the ragweed is just incredible. Yesterday at the golf course, they had to issue Hurricane Michael warnings more than once because of sneezing attacks. 1-0 pitch, inside for a ball. The count 2-0 now on Blackstar. So Apache responding nicely after giving up a couple in the bottom half of inning number 4. Got one back here in the 5th. Runners at second and third, and just one gone. That one back to the screen. Here comes the runner. Rogers can't field, and we're tied. So Mangum kicking it around indeed. And the count now 3-0 on Blackstar. Runner at third base. That is the lead run now for Apache. Still only one out. Little fly ball to center field to begin the inning, and you thought maybe this was going to be an easy inning for Sydney Webb and Mangum. It has been anything but. Not out of it yet. Blackstar looks at one upstairs for ball 4. She's aboard. Runners at first and third, and still just one gone. So runners at first and third now for Keegan McCrae. McCrae lined to short and hit a single her last time around. Then got caught stealing on a controversial play. And second base looks at a strike here. And it's 0-1 on Keegan. Runner over at third base, that's Cameron Cromartie. Lauren Blackstar, over at first. Pitch outside, and there goes the runner, and she'll just simply jog into second base. Count level now on McCrae at 1-1. Runners at second and third, one gone in the 5th. We're tied at 3. If Sydney Webb can come up with some magic here. There's a little pop-up in the left field. Shelby coming on, not going to get there. The ball will drop in front of Hadley. One run will score. They'll hold the runner at third base. And Apache has come back and taken the lead 4-3. Cromartie scoring on the little pop-up into shallow left field. Blackstar takes third. McCrae the RBI single. And Apache has scored 3 times here in the 5th and has taken a 4-3 lead. Huh? Oh, no outs? There's a called strike in the count 0-1 on Kinsey Caldwell. I thought Brenna Price led off the inning with a fly ball to center field to begin the inning, and then Apache batted left-handed and got the free-for-all going defensively for Mangum. There's a ball upstairs, 1-1. Caldwell walked her first time around and walked in the 4th. No official at-bats. I don't know that Richard realizes that. Pitch inside for a ball. The count 2-1. And again, I'm trying to keep a book, talk, and work all the equipment, so I could be in the error here, but I thought for sure Brenna Price led off the inning with a fly ball to center field that Lauren York caught. Pitch on the way here. Ground ball back through the middle. And that'll be a base hit. One run will score. They're going to wave the runner home. She'll score easily. And just like that, it is a 6-3 ball game. And Apache really turning it on here in the 5th inning. Give Caldwell a couple of RBI on the single. And Mangum now trails 6-3 in the 5th. Lily Edwards will step in. Edwards singled and stole base her last time around. She'll hit into a fielder's choice and has got an RBI. Looks at a strike, and it's 0-1 on Edwards. So Mangum going to have to get off the collective deck here. They want to say undefeated inside district play. Strike two. Good piece of pitching here by Webb. Sydney needing to take matters into her own hands. Got 3 strikeouts on the afternoon. Number 4 would look real good right now. Caldwell over at first with what I have is 1 down. There's a line shot, and it'll get by the right fielder, Laughlin. Roll to the fence, and that'll put runners at second and third, and still just 1 gone. Boy, and Mangum having a hard time getting to balls here this afternoon. They're just been out of their reach. So Abby Vale will be the 9th hitter here in the inning. Did she go around? Yes, strike 1, 0-1 on Vale. Vale caught looking her first time around. That ended inning number 4. She also has a walk. Shows bunt here, strike 2. 0-2 on Vale. Checking with the official score was Dwayne Mills, and there's a swing and a miss. It should be the second out of the inning. As Brennan Price led off the inning. And now the discussion is going on. And I think they do agree now. There are 2 outs. Yeah, 2 gone. So Brennan Price now will step in. Price led off the inning with a fly ball to center field. She is 0 for 2 in the ballgame. She struck out to end the second, and as we mentioned, led this inning off with a fly out to center. 2 gone, runners at second and third. Apache has scored 5 in the frame. They lead at 6-3. Downstairs for a ball. The count now 2-0 on Brenna Price. Wind beginning to shift a little bit and blow more towards center field. It was howling when we began the ball game, shoving towards the left field line. 3-0 now on Price, the 9th place hitter. And the top of the order, and Cody Harbachi waiting in the on-deck circle. Well, you don't want to face her with the bases loaded. Yikes. There's a cold strike, and it's 3-1 now on Price. Desperately trying to get out of the inning here, Sydney Webb. 3-1 pitch on the way. Inside ball 4, bases loaded. Caldwell at third. Edwards at second. And now Price at first. And here's Cody Arbachi. And Arbachi batted left-handed her first time around in the inning. Got on board with a slap to third base that was thrown away by Geralds. Got down the right field line. They threw it away again, did Mangum. And Arbachi wound up at third base with a Little League triple. Takes downstairs for ball here. And the count now 2-0 on the Apache pitcher, who's been staked to a 3-run lead. Richard Carney going to come out of the dugout, and the pitching change going to be made here. So we're in the top of the 5th inning, 6-3 Apache on top, bases loaded, 2 gone, and a pitching change being made. We'll have it for you after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Victoria Gerald's pitches. Ground ball to Bowen at third, and play is made over at first base, and the inning will come to an end. Well, boy, not before Apache making all kinds of noise in their half of inning number 5. Lady Warriors come up with 5 runs in the inning, 5 runs on 4 hits. There were 3 Mangum errors, and Apache left the bases loaded. They've got 6, Mangum got 3. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Classic Hits 97.7.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there. Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2012 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive with 102,000 miles and fully equipped. It's white with ebony cloth for only $79.50. Or this 2010 GMC Terrain, locally owned, 113,000 miles, rear DVD, leather, only $88.50. And this 2012 loaded Audi QS for $11,950. See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum.
Well, not a very common occurrence here in Mangum. Lady Tigers looking up at the scoreboard, trailing now 6-3 as we go to the bottom half of inning number 5. It'll be the heart of the order for the Lady Tigers, Jaden Bowen, who is now playing third base for the Lady Tigers. Webb, who is now playing first base. And Victoria Gerald, who is now pitching for the Lady Tigers. So Richard able to keep his batting order intact, but making defensive changes, and as we mentioned, Lady Tigers now down to their final 9 outs. Going to have to scratch and claw to come up with some runs against Apache because, well, she's done a nice job. I know Mangum's got 3 in the ball game, but it is not because Lady Tigers been knocking the cover off the ball. They have been the benefactors of a couple of bad hops and a couple of balls being thrown away. So here's Bowen now stepping in. Jaden hit by a pitch. Takes the ball inside, 1-0 on Bowen. She grounded back to the pitcher her last time around, 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 1-0 pitch, outside and high, 2-0. Hirachi having a hard time finding home plate. Stake to a 6-3 lead here in the bottom half of inning number 5. 2-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 3, 3-0. So Mangum needing base runners any way they can get it. Home plate umpire caught that one, by the way. Grimaldi, the catcher, asking if he pitch on the way here. Inside for ball 4. So Bowen is aboard to begin the 5th. That'll bring Sydney Webb to the plate. Webb walked in the first and then popped out to second. She is 0 for 1. Sydney now playing first base. First pitch. Swing and a miss. I'm a little surprised Richard turned her.
Where's the journey taking you today? Maybe you need a smart sedan for that business meeting, or a big SUV to drop the kids off at soccer practice, or maybe a sporty convertible for a spontaneous getaway. Wherever you're going, Hertz has our best range of cars ever, all the best locations.
Well, we're back, and we apologize for the technical issues that we had. Really not clear as to what might have happened. It was technical, and I'm not real good at technical, while you were gone. And a couple of more runs coming across home plate for this group from Apache. In fact, they have scored 3 now in the frame and lead it 9-3. With 2 gone here in the 6th. Victoria Gerald's trying to get out of the inning. Late swing here's Taylor Perkins has come on to hit. And Perkins late on that one. Coldwell over base. Okay. Yeah, I just had two runs in the inning, and now they have corrected it. So, actually, it's an 8-3 ball game, not 9-3, but still, Mangum down by 5. Gerald's trying to get out of the inning, and does on the strikeout. But I'll tell you what, not before Apache comes up with a couple of more runs in the inning, and we'll go to the bottom half of the 6th. It is Apache on top of Mangum, 8-3 here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring. Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers." The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
Welcome back as we go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and Mangum trailing 8-3 here, as they will sit to the plate number 7, 8, 9 in the batting order, and due up Michaela Augustine, Hadley Shelby, and Lauren York. Mangum jumped out to a 3-1 lead in the 4th as they scored 2 in the frame, and then disaster struck in the 5th. And they have given up 7 since then. Pitch to Augustine, taken for a ball. 1-0 on Michaela. She singled her last time around and has walked, but on board both times she has been to home plate. 1-0 pitch inside for ball 2. 2-0 on Augustine. Mangum down by 5, just looking for base runners any way they can find them. Just a couple of hits in the ball game. There's a cold strike, and it's 2-1 on Augustine. And again, don't forget now, coming up tomorrow, it'll be the 14th annual Tiger Bash there in downtown Mangum, raising money for athletics to the band. 3-1 now on Augustine. Bottom half of inning number 6. Ball 4, Augustine will get the walk and lead off runner aboard for Mangum here in the 6th. Lady Tigers 1 run in the 2nd without benefit of a hit. 2 hits and 2 runs in inning number 4. And here's Hadley Shelby. Shelby, one of those 2 hits, and she laid down an absolutely perfect bunt in front of home plate. And again, I talk about her just always being in motion, always running downhill. If she were a football player, she'd be a running back, and she would be running downhill at all times. Chad Fox sending me a text, "Now you are." About 10 minutes ago, I said, "Are we on the air?" He said, "Now you are." All right. Pitch inside to Hadley. Well, I hope the people in front of me and Dwayne here in the broadcast booth have enjoyed our conversation, because we're the only ones who've heard it. 1-0 pitch. Here's a cold strike. And a count level on Hadley at 1-1. Courtesy runner over at first base for Augustine. Nobody out here in the 6th. 1-1 pitch on the way to Shelby. Hadley went for the high fastball, and it's 2-1. Richard saying, don't be hacking at that one. So 1-2 on Shelby. Hadley looks at one upstairs. Ball 2, 2-2 on Hadley. Big week. We talked about it. Homecoming week. And 14th annual Tiger Bash tomorrow. More softball coming up on Thursday. Strike 3. Shelby gone on strikes for the 2nd time of the afternoon. So Hadley first out of the inning. That'll bring Lauren York to the plate. Then we got football coming up on Friday night. Sam Powers and company will be entertaining the Blue Devils of Walters. Our pregame 6:45. Kickoff at 7. Pitch upstairs for a ball. Count 1-0 on York. District affair here. Apache 1 loss inside the district. Mangum undefeated Hobart playing at this hour, also with just one loss in the district. Good cut there by York. Fouled it back to the screen, 1-1. Couple of ball games tonight for Hobart against Cordell, and nothing against the Lady Blue Devils, but those should be a couple of wins. Pitch on the way here. Again, good cut by York. Back to the screen, 1-2. They will take on Merritt tomorrow, and if everything holds true to form, there very well could be a three-way tie on Thursday heading into that bowl game against Hobart between Apache, Hobart, and Mangum. Ball 2 upstairs to York, 2-2. Top of the order waits in the on-deck circle. Top of the order really has struggled here this afternoon against Apache. 2-2 pitch on the way. Cold strike 3, back-to-back backwards Ks for Hibachi. 2 up, 2 down after the walk to Augustine. Back to the top will go. Here's Keely Hussey. Hussey in the ball game, 0 for 3. She has struck out twice and flied out. Swinging a miss here. And it's 0-1. Katie struck out to begin the ball game, got caught looking, flied to right in the second, and struck out, caught looking in the fourth. And one fouled out of play on the right side, 0-2. Courtesy runner over at first, 2 going here in the sixth. Mangum down 8-3. Hussey trying to put something into play here. 0-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball underneath the glove of the first baseman into right field. Runners at first and second. Apache fans not happy with Abby Vale not getting that ball in quickly, but Richards not going to send anybody anywhere. Down by 5 runs in the sixth inning. So runners at first and second after the 2-out single from Keely Hussey. Here's Nicole Rogers. Rogers been on board once. She is officially 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a groundout. First pitch to Nicole, inside for a ball, 1-0. And that wind has again shifted towards that left field corner. It has played havoc with some balls here this afternoon. Pitch upstairs and a good snare by Kermaldi, the catcher, 2-0. Look out there in the center fielder for Apache straight away. And it's Keegan McCrae. Brennan Price and Abby Vale left and right straight away respectively. So there are some big time gaps out there in right center and left center. Snap throw down to first. Back safely is Keely Hussey and by Coldwell knocking the helmet off of Keely. 3-0 now on Nicole. Rogers, you would think, would be taking here, down by 5. Runners at first and second, 2 going in the sixth. She is. Ball 4 loads them up now for Jaden Bowen. So the courtesy runner at third, Hussey at second, Rogers at first. Here's Jaden Bowen. Bowen hit by a pitcher first time around. She has grounded out and walked 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Bowen takes upstairs for a ball, 1-0 on Jaden. So Mangum is trying to scratch their way back into this thing, down by 5. They've loaded them in the sixth. There's a called strike. And it's 1-1 on Bowen. Boy, Hibachi really throwing hard now. 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a shot down the right side, but foul, and it's 1-2. Nobody been out in front this afternoon on Hibachi. Everything has been from second base over towards the first base line. Count 1-2 on Bowen. Got to shorten up now, put something in play. Bases loaded, 2 going in the sixth in the pitch. Bounced off of home plate, rolled towards center field. That'll get in for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes Hussey with the second run of the inning. And a 2-out RBI single to center field is put Mangum right back into this one now. Good piece of hitting there by Bowen as she just slapped that one off of home plate and into center field. So the courtesy runner will score from third easily. Hussey scores from second. Rogers to third. Bowen a single and a couple of RBI. And now an opportunity for Sid the Kid. Mangum down by a 3 spot, 8-5 in the bottom of the sixth inning. See if Richard doesn't try to put something in play here. Maybe send Bowen Let's see if Apache will bite. Rogers runs extremely well over at third. First pitch on the way to Webb. Apache high and outside for a ball, 1-0. Sidney walked in the first, popped to second to end the inning in the third, and then rolled into a double play in the fifth. She's 0 for 2. Back to the screen, and Richard will hold. Rogers over at third. Bowen will take second on the wild pitch. And the count Webb's way at 2-0. Victoria Gerald's waiting in the on-deck circle. Sidney can get her club right back in it right now with a single. 8-5 ball game. Pitch on the way. Looked at a strike. She was taking all the way. 2-1 on Webb. Now Webb can look for something here. 2-1 pitch on the way. She does. Lifts it in the air. Left field going back is Price. Still going back, and that one is off the top of the fence. Richard says it's a home run. Bowen will score. And here comes Webb. They're going to tag her out at third base. Boy, there is confusion all over the place. And that ball looked like it hit the top of the fence, then hit the scoreboard and came back into play. Is that what you saw? And that's what Richard is telling the home plate umpire. Sidney going to come on in and score, and that is the call, home run. And that's the right call. There has been some confusion here this afternoon and a couple of the calls, but the home plate umpire now explaining to the Apache coach, look, I called home run. So Webb, the first home run of the night, hit it to left field. It hit off the top of the fence and then bounced up and hit the scoreboard. And obviously the scoreboard behind the fence. So that's a 3-run jack, and it ties the ball game at 8. How about that? All of this occurring with 2 gone. Pitch upstairs for a ball. Victoria Gerald's now a chance to help her own cause. Victoria 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. She's also lined out. Pitch outside for a ball. 2-0. And I talked about it. The more you go through the lineup against these pitchers, the more you get your timing down with them, and you get the idea Mangum has gotten that with Herbachi. There's a called strike. And a count 2-1 on Gerald's. Victoria moving from third base to the mound for Mangum. Trying to help her own cause here. Looks at one downstairs for a ball, 3-1. And Mangum a batter away from batting around in the inning. Well, a good piece of hitting there by Webb, and one of the few that has been able to pull the ball against Herbachi, and did. And again, that ball hit the top of the fence out left field, went up and hit the scoreboard, and came back into play. Ball 4. Victoria aboard with a base on balls. So the inning not over. Here's Emma Gerald's. And again, Richard asking for a courtesy runner and going to get it over there at first base. So 2 gone here for Emma Gerald's. Emma walked, scored the first run of the ball game back in inning number 2. And now she has struck out twice since. 0 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch to Gerald's, back to the screen, and a runner in scoring position now with 2 gone. And again, Mangum doing all this with 2 outs. Remember, the inning started with back-to-back backwards Ks in the book as Hadley Shelby struck out looking. Lauren York did likewise. But then Kaylee Hussey, a single, a walk to Nicole Rogers, a single and an RBI for Jaden Bowen. And then Sidney Webb, the 3-run home run to tie the ball game. Now Gerald's with a walk. She's at second base with 2 gone. Actually, the courtesy runner is there. Gerald's at home plate. So Mangum, and the inning started, you had to think to yourself, my goodness, will this be the first district loss of the year? Now a base hit, they can score the lead run and hold in the 7th and win it. Off-speed pitch, boy, I tell you what, that's Meadowlark lemon time there. Talk about pulling the string. Herbachi did there, and Cal level at 1-1. Emma way out in front on that one. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Gerald's lifts it on the right side, and that'll get foul and out of play. And the count on Gerald's at 1-2. Looking to see, we've got a new forecast that has come across, and now National Weather Service tells us a 60% chance of storms coming up on Thursday night, and the high on Friday only supposed to be 85. Here's the pitch to Gerald's, inside for a ball, and that'll level the count at 2-2. So Gerald's can look for something here, but does have to protect. 2-2 pitch on the way. Upstairs for ball 3, 3-2. Michaela Augustine, who began the inning with a walk and then saw her teammates strike out in back-to-back fashion over at first base, now waiting in the on-deck circle. Pitch chopped foul behind home plate. We'll go back, Jack, and do it again. 3-2. I'll tell you what, Mangum refusing to go quietly into the night, eh? I'm going to be honest with you, they look left for dead. Now they've batted around, got runners at first and second, 2 gone, and Michaela Augustine, who started it all, will step back in. Jade Laughlin instead will hit. Laughlin, who saw some brief time over at first base on the defensive side, swinging at the first pitch, fouls it out of play, and it's 0-1 on Laughlin. What an opportunity here for Jade. Runners at first and second, 2 gone. 0-1 count on Laughlin. Pitch on the way here. In the dirt. And it's 1-1. I'll tell you what, Grimaldi with a great scoop there. Base runners headed for the base in front of them because they think that's getting by Grimaldi. And she makes the glove save and a beauty. Yes. 1-1 pitch here. Again, down in the dirt, and again, Grimaldi will smother it. And the count 2-1. So Mangum batting around in the inning, and now the home plate umpire. You got the idea that he was taking umbrage with something that was being said. The thing was that Mangum wanted a different softball in there. 2-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball towards second base. Throw to first in time, and the inning will come to an end. But not before the Lady Tigers respond as they come up with 5 in the inning, including 3 off of a home run from Sid the Kid. We're tied at 8 going to the top of the 7th. On Classic Hits 97.7.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Quartzview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcast. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
All right, here we go to the top half of inning number 7. And due up for this group from Apache, numbers 9, 1, and 2. Both teams had batted around in a frame, and we go to the 7th, knotted at 8. First pitch to Price, taken for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Brenna. Price, the extra hitter. Victoria Gerald's in the circle for Mangum, trying to keep this one tied. Went off speed, held on to it too long. It's 1-1 now on Brenna Price. Cody Harbachi and Bailey Palmer due up in the inning for Apache. Again, off speed, and again, sailing high. I count that 2-1. Victoria Gerald's working on the 9th place hitter, Brenda Price. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That time, the off speed pitch stayed in the zone, and Price way out in front, waving at it, and it's 2-2. Well, you really want to get the ninth place hitter here to begin the seventh inning, tied at 8. This one's lifted up on the infield, calling for it is Hussey at second, and Keeley will make the catch for the first out of the inning. There have been some pop-ups on the infield that have been adventures here on this Monday evening. Breeze blowing the ball around, and it is high sky time as well. So here's Harbert. Ball 1-0. Cody did this. She slapped the ball to third base and wound up at third base on a couple of throwing errors. And she'll just slap this one into right field for a base hit. She looked like Ichiro Suzuki there. So a one-out single here in the seventh for Harbachi rather. And Bailey Palmer now will step in. Palmer, a left-handed hitter by trade. She is 2 for 4 in the afternoon. She has grounded out twice, doubled, drove in a run, scored a run, singled and scored a run her second time. There goes Harbachi, the throw in time! What a great throw by Nicole Rogers, covering is Emma Geralds, and just like that, there are 2 gone. That is the third time this afternoon that Nicole Rogers has thrown out a runner at second base. Caught stealing is Harbachi. Cold strike here. Bailey Palmer down on the count, 0-2. Little fly ball into shallow left field. That'll be a base hit. As unable to make the play was Gerald's, as it just was out of her grasp. And we have seen a bunch of that here this afternoon. Balls that just have been off the edge of a glove, just in front of a hard-charging outfielder. Got to be careful here now. Cameron Cromartie steps in. Cromartie hit the ball hard a couple of times here this afternoon. Bounced in front of home plate. 1-0 on the catcher. She singled her first time around, flied to center, raced on an error in the fifth, and laid down a sacrifice bunt in the sixth. Out of the zone here, and the count 2-0. And Victoria Gerald's the benefactor of a caught stealing. Got to try to get out of the inning right now. High and out of the zone, 3-0. And as Molly Hatchett once sang, you're flirting with disaster. 3-0 pitch on the way. Cold strike, and it's 3-1. Well, you can tell that Cromartie was upset that she had to take that one. That was a good pitch, but good discipline by her. She was given the take sign and did just that. 3-1 offering. Ground ball towards third. Bowen will set, throw in time, and the inning will come to an end. So Mangum has a chance to win it in the bottom of the seventh inning. No runs, a couple of hits, a caught stealing, and a runner left on board. After 6.5, it's Mangum 8, Apache 8. Classic Hits 97.7.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the seventh inning, and the Mangum Lady Tigers now trying to win this one in the bottom half, the home half of the ball game. Actually given up for dead by me, and I think probably a lot of other folks in the fifth inning. They just didn't even look like they wanted to be here, but then and came to life and scored 5 times in the fifth or sixth inning, including a 3-run home run, and they've tied it now and are set to go to work in the bottom of the seventh, trying to pull out a victory. See who leads it off here for Mangum. First pitch taken for a strike. And it's 0-1 on Hadley Shelby. Shelby has struck out twice and singled. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Shelby trying to get on any way she can. She represents the winning run. Foul tip. And it's 1-2. That may have been ball two, but again, in the seventh inning, Richard Carney telling her to smile a little bit and relax. 1-2 pitch inside for a ball. The count leveled at 2-2. Shelby and then Lauren York in the top of the order, and Keely Hussey due up here in the home half of the seventh. There's a ball downstairs, and it's 3-2. So the pressure beginning to mount just a little bit for everybody involved. Payoff pitch on the way here, ball four. So Shelby on board with nobody out here in inning number 7. And Lauren York will step in. And York has had some good cuts here this afternoon for the Lady Tigers. She walked in the second, singled, drove into in the fourth, struck out looking in the sixth. And remember, she was the second of back-to-back strikeouts in that sixth inning when it looked like Mangum was just done. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, takes it for a strike 0-1. Then they reeled off, Mangum did, 4 straight hits, including a 3-run home run, and got right back into the ballgame. Shelby, who runs extremely well at first base. Bunt, that is going to go foul, boy. That had disaster written all over it for Mangum, and then had disaster written all over it for Apache. The ball bunted high in the air, and it looked like for a moment Black Star was going to be able to make the catch from third base, but it got over her head. And then if you're Apache, you're going, go foul, because otherwise that ball widens up somewhere down the third base line, and Shelby is at third base with nobody out. Here's the 0-2 pitch now on the way. Downstairs, there goes Shelby, and Hadley is in there safely. And the count 1-2 on Lauren York. So Shelby, the stolen base, nobody out here, and time going to be taken by Apache as they're going to talk a little bit of defense. Come on, back to the edge of your chair after this. Tied at 8, winning run out at second base. Mangum and Apache, and a good one on Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
1-2 pitch swung on and missed by Lauren York. She's gone on strikes. 1 out in the inning for Mangum. They've got a runner at second base. That's Hadley Shelby. Back to the top of the order we go. Keely Hussey. First pitch on the way to Hussey. She'll show bunt, foul, and it's 0-1 on Keely. She had worn the collar previous to her bat in the sixth inning. Hussey was 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts, both caught looking. Fly down to right field. She has also singled and scored a run. Trying to get Shelby in from second base with 1 gone here in the 7th. Pitch downstairs, the ball gets away, and Shelby trying to take third, not going to get it done. So Hadley thrown out at third base, caught stealing. 2-5, and I've talked about Cameron Cromartie behind the plate all afternoon long. She is a good one, and dug that pitch out and got Shelby by a wide margin over there at third base. So 2 gone now for Mangum. Here's Hussey. Keely fouls it on the right side, and that one is out of play. And the count on Keely now 0-2. Check that, 1-2. So 1-2 on Hussey, 2 gone now, nobody on board. So we play here in inning number 7, tied at 8. 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball towards second. Should be an easy play, and it is. And the inning will come to a close. So Mangum got a leadoff walk, but couldn't do anything with it. And we have played 7. Mangum and Apache tied at 8. We're back for the 8th inning after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu. Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
First pitch to Lauren Blackstar is downstairs for a ball. The count 1-0 on Blackstar. She has singled and scored, struck out, walked and scored 2 different times. Pitch outside here, 2-0. It'll be Blackstar, McCray, and Caldwell due up in the 8th inning for Apache. Tied at 8. Each club has had a big inning. Apache batting around in the 5th. Mangum batting around in the 6th. Off-speed pitch. Gerald's tried to guide that one over home plate. Blackstar would not swing. And the count 3-0 now on Lauren. Looks at one upstairs for ball 4, and she walks again. But Lauren Blackstar, 4th place hitter. You don't normally see a 4th place hitter walking 4 or 3 times in 5 at bats. She has here today. So here's McCray. Keegan has lined out, singled, tries to bunt her way on here, fouls it on the third base side. It's 0-1. She singled in the 4th, got erased on a caught stealing, singled, drove in a run, scored in the 5th, and got on board in the 6th. So she's had a positive afternoon. 0-for-1 on Keegan McCray. 0-1 pitch, tries to bunt, bunts through it, and they had the runner caught between first and second, but really not straying too far away was Blackstar. And then Mangum doesn't try to get her into the pickle, and I like that. So the count 1-1 on McCray. Bunts, that'll go foul, and the count now 1-2. So now see if Victoria can shut her down. Hobart, by the way, winning game number 1 against Cordell this afternoon, 15-3. Game number 2 coming up. A little bit outside for a ball. And that'll level the count at 2-2. Got a message from Channel 7. They say that cold front's on the way on Friday. There's a ground ball through the legs of Bowen into left field. That'll be a base hit. So Gerald's trying to guide that one in there, and good job that time by McCray to sit back on it and hit it hard through the wickets of the third baseman. That'll be E5, runners at first and second. Nobody out here. And Kinsey Caldwell at the plate. Caldwell has walked, got forced at second base, walked and was stranded in the 4th, and then drove in a couple of runs in the 5th. Shows bunt here, takes it for a ball, and the count 1-0 on Caldwell. So Mangum a chance in their half at the bottom of the 7th inning to win it. And now Apache, runners at first and second, nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. Bunt, first base side, fielded by Sidney. Webb makes the tag. Ball comes out, and everybody going to be safe. Wow. And now the umpire says the base runner is out for throwing an elbow. Wow. We have seen just about everything here this afternoon. So Caldwell retired 3 unassisted for the first out. Taking third base on the play was Blackstar. Second base, McCray. 1 gone now for Lily Edwards. Having a conversation with Caldwell, and the home plate umpire, when the ball popped out of the glove of Sidney Webb, he signaled safe. But then, after all was said and done, he said, batter is out, runner is out for throwing an elbow. That is not a dead ball situation, so the runners do advance. They'll stay at second and third. So here's Lily Edwards. Edwards has had a great afternoon. Been on board 4 times. Got an RBI. Double and a single as well. Looks the ball here. Want to know. Do you dare Walker to load the bases and set up a force? Bunt out for home plate, and Geralds will just hold on to the ball now. Thought about throwing down to third, but we'll hold on to it. And I like the play right there by Victoria. That's a heads-up play. So the base is loaded on the infield single. And here's Abby Vale. Abby has walked, struck out 3 times. Looks at a pitch downstairs. Rogers can't find it, now does. And the count 1-0. So nowhere to put her. Bases loaded, 1 gone. And Mangum in desperate need of a strikeout or an atom ball here with Vale, the 8th place hitter. Had an ocean laid off the pitch, and it's 2-0. And if you're Victoria Gerald, you cannot be too persnickety about your pitches. You better throw some strikes. 2-0 offering on the way here. Here's a called strike. And the count 2-1. Vale was taking all the way. The fans from Apache wanting her to swing, but she had the take side on, and she better be taking. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball towards third. Bowen will get it. Throw to home for 1. And the force play is made. 2 gone. Now they'll throw down to third and nearly catch a napping Keegan McCray off the bag. So Blackstar recorded the second out, 5-3, or 5-2 rather, on the fielder's choice. McCray now is at third. Edwards is at second, and Vale is at first. And the first pitch to the 9th place hitter, Brenna Price, is taken for a ball, 1-0. And Price looked nervous after that pitch. You got to go get her here. 1-0 pitch, ground ball, right back to Geralds. She'll set, throw to first, and the inning is over. How about that? Mangum averting disaster there. Bases loaded and only 1 out, and Apache comes up empty. No runs in the inning, no runs on a hit. There was a couple of walks, and the bases left loaded. We have played 7.5. It's Apache 8, Mangum 8. Classic is 97.7.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency, and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember, Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
Well, here we go. Bottom half of inning number 8. Nicole Rogers, Jaden Bowen, and Sydney Webb due up for Mangum. Lady Tigers surviving an 8th inning. Bases loaded and only one out. And Victoria Gerald's finding a way to pitch out of the inning. So here we go. Bottom of the 8th, rather. Cold strike. And the count 1-0 or 0-1 rather on Nicole Rogers. Rogers is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. 0-1 pitch. Downstairs for a ball. Count 1-1 on Nicole. Rogers, Bowen, and Webb. Sydney a 3-run home run in the 6th to tie it. Rogers right back to the pitcher. She'll flip to first, and there's one out. Easy play there. And again, we talked about Molly Hatchett flirting with disaster, but you look at this group from Apache, and if there is a top of the 9th inning, they will have the top of the order due up. If you are Mangum, you want to find a way to get out of it right now. So here's Bowen. First pitch called strike, and it's 0-1 on Jaden. She singled and drove in a run her last time around and came home to score on the home run off the bat of Sydney Webb. She's also been hit by a pitch and grounded out. Takes downstairs for a ball, and the count level at 1-1. She's also got a walk thrown in there as well. Count 1-1 here. Bowen, good cut, back to the screen, 1-2 on Jaden. You wonder about Cody Apache. She pitches her 8th inning here this afternoon. Doesn't like the signal. And going to wave off the first 2 suggestions by Cromaldi. And now Bowen will step out. 1-2 pitch on the way. Out in front of home plate, levels the count at 2-2. And again, Bowen needs to get on any way she can. Sydney Webb waiting in the on-deck circle. 2-2 pitch here. That one's off the fist in the right field. It'll get down and get by the right fielder. Bowen on her horse, rounding second, on her way to third, and she is there standing up with a potential game-winning run. Oh, baby! Jaden Bowen tripling down the right field line, fisted that one in front of Vale. Vale gave a great effort there, but couldn't get to the softball. And it rolled away from her, and by the time Abby gathered it, Jaden had wound up at third base. So now, you're Apache. What do you do here? You got the potential game-winning run at third base, 1 out, and the cleanup hitter at the box for Mangum. And that, of course, is Sydney Webb. Webb, a 3-run home run her last time up. Hit it off the top of the fence in left field, then it bounced off the scoreboard. And there was some confusion, but when it all was said and done, a 3-run home run for Webb. Sydney walked her first time around, and she has popped out and grounded into a double play. So Webb in the ballgame, 1 for 3 with that walk and the 3-run jack. I would be stunned if they do not walk Webb here. And in fact, they may walk Victoria Gerald's as well. Let's see what they do here. Victoria and Sydney having a conversation, then they will walk her. So they walk Webb, and that puts runners at first and third. Now, do you go ahead and give the intentional pass? And Yep, that's exactly what I thought they'd do. So they're going to give the intentional pass to Victoria as well, and now it's in the hands of Emma Geralds. And what you do here is you walk both to set up the force play at home plate. So now Emma Geralds will step in. Geralds walked and scored a run back in the second. She stole a base. She has struck out twice in the 4th and 5th innings and then walked in the 6th. Now there's a conversation as to whether I believe they can get a courtesy runner in there for Sydney Webb, and that's what they're going to do, although conventional wisdom would say, well, if Bowen scores at third base, it doesn't make any difference. So there you go. Courtesy runner out at second. Amanda Johnson, the courtesy runner, pitching the dirt here to Emma. And the count 1-0 on Gerald's. So Jaden Bowen at third base. One out here in the bottom of the eighth inning. Here's the pitch. Called strike. And that'll level it now on Gerald's at 1-1. Apache loaded the bases in the top of the eighth and only had one out, couldn't score. Mangum has loaded the bases in the bottom of the eighth with one out. Pitch downstairs to Emma, and the count 2-1 on Gerald's. 2-1 pitch on the way. Upstairs for ball 3, 3-1. And home plate for Cody Harbachi has got to be there. Otherwise, Mangum wins in walk-off fashion. 3-1 offering on the way here. Strike 3. Strike 2, I should say. Strike 2. And the count full now on Emma Gerald's. Bases loaded, one going. We're in the eighth. Payoff pitch away here. Foul back to the screen. And we'll do it again. Great job by Gerald's. That was a fabulous pitch by Harbachi, and somehow Emma able to foul that one off. So here we go. Bases loaded. One gone. Tied at 8. We're in the eighth. Pitch on the way. Strike 3. Richard Carney doesn't like the call, but it'll be the second out of the inning. So Emma caught looking. Now Jade Laughlin will step in. So can Apache answer what Mangum did defensively in the top of the eighth? 2 gone now. Bases loaded. Laughlin at the plate. Here's the pitch. Ball outside and high, 1-0. Richard Carney kind of looking at the home plate umpire saying, I think that's where that last pitch was, sir. 1-0 now on Laughlin. Bowen at third. Here's the pitch, called strike, and it's 1-1. Doesn't get any better than this. District ramifications looming large in this one. Mangum undefeated in the district. Apache with 1 loss. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Down in the dirt for ball 2 to Jade Laughlin. 2-1. I told you over at third base, Jaden Bowen. They're going to courtesy runner at second and a runner over here at first, but they don't matter. 2-1 pitch on the way to Gerald's. Ball 3 back to the screen. Here comes Bowen, and she will score! And Mangum will win it on a wild pitch. Oh, baby! Mangum Lady Tigers getting it done in walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 8th inning. A wild pitch on a 2-1 count, and the Lady Tigers will win it by a final score of 9-8. Mangum 9, Apache 8. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always. Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Couple of quality softball teams in this one, and the ball game quality as well. Mangum wins it in the bottom of the 8th inning in walk-off fashion, 9-8. Lady Tigers stay undefeated inside district play as they get one step closer to winning that district title. It doesn't get any easier for Richards Bunch as they will travel to Hobart coming up on Thursday, but they'll savor this one for a little while, winning it by a final score of 9-8 as a one-out triple from Jaden Bowen down the right field line put her at third base with one gone. And then Apache elects to intentionally walk Sydney Webb and Victoria Geralds. Emma Geralds strikes out looking for the second out of the inning. And then Jade Laughlin at the plate. 2-1 count on her. Wild pitch. Bowen scores from third, and Mangum wins it by a final score of 9-8. And the Lady Tigers, as we mentioned, stay undefeated inside district play, and they are now 16-5 on the season. What a ball game! I tell you what, we've been, I don't want to say victims of, but there have been some big-time blowouts here all season long in our coverage so far of the Lady Tigers. This one as good as we thought it would be, and we'll have a chance to catch our collective breath and then do another one coming up on Thursday as they will take on the Albert Lady Bearcats. And again, Lady Cats going to come in with just one loss inside district play as well. By the way, I want to say hi to Roger Kerr. Roger, our longtime friend over there at Altus from the First United Methodist. Certainly he is in charge of the Altus Chamber of Commerce. So listening in to our broadcast here this afternoon. Roger the Dodger, good to have you alongside. Mangum wins it by a final score of 9-8. We're back to wrap this one up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Mangum Tigers now 16-5 on the year, 9-0 inside district play. Apache falls to 21-8 on the year and 6-2 inside the district. Hobart has already won one game tonight over Cordell. We would think, if you follow the scores as they have gone throughout the year, that Hobart would win that second bowl game against Cordell and then win tomorrow night against Merritt, which would set up a great contest coming up on Thursday that we'll have for you here on Classic Hits 97.7 as Mangum will travel to Hobart to take on the Lady Bearcats. 3-run home run in the sixth inning, to tie the ball game, and then a walk-off wild pitch in the bottom of the eighth inning allows Mangum to escape, and they win it by a final score of 9-8. And you cannot say enough about the defense of the Lady Tigers in the top of the eighth inning. Remember, Apache had the bases loaded and only one out, and Mangum was able to keep the Lady Warriors off the scoreboard. So, for our producer-engineer, Chad Fox, we're going to bid adieu. Invite you to join us tomorrow morning for the morning show with Michael in the Morning, live from Studio B. It's morning radio the way it should be, 6 to 9, Monday through Fridays here on Classic Hits 97.7. And then we've got softball coming up on Thursday against Hobart, and then football Friday night as Mangum will entertain Walters in a non-district affair. So, for Chad Fox, I'm Michael in the Morning. Thanks for joining us on Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.